it, but yet you are the stupid ones because guess what? They always come back, and I can say that for prime example. Every one of them have come back.
Do you think
And
that?
you fucking let them, and you wonder why you're single. Like what? You know that they ain't shit, and you let them come back. Why you think they're coming back? To be with you? No, they're coming back to get in your pussy, and that's it. They gonna fuck you and dump you, just like how most dudes will do. If they don't see any benefit in being with you, and they left you, why in the fuck do you think that they're coming back?
Because they do other things that the good ones don't.
Like what?
I don't want to go there.
We know. We know.
They do.
Why do you think women don't pick the nice guys?
I mean, it's more of a thrill, I would imagine. I mean,
Yeah, facts.
I get it that.
I mean, if you think about it makes sense. Women are just so used to men just bowing down and doing whatever the fuck that they say. So whenever they find a guy that is like that doesn't give them all their attention and can get other females and is like doesn't put you in the center of his world because he got other things going on, that turns a woman on for some reason. It's like it gives them something to work for. It gives them something to like have to achieve, which is what all humans are like designed to do evolutionarily. Is that a word? Like through evolution of us evolving to who we are, it has always been what we do. Like men work to get women, women work on themselves to get men so that we can come together and have offspring. So it makes sense why they go for the bad boy because it's something that they have to work for. No matter how much people say that they hate work, it's something that we have to do or else we just get depressed inside. Or with the female, they get delusional as fuck and just think that they're the queen of all bees,
And I understand to some degree that like a guy who's very indecisive and you want someone who can kind of show that take charge mentality. So if you're indecisive, like I don't know, where should we go out? Like I get that gets frustrating, but you also have to understand if you're asking for the guy who really listens to you, he wants to know your opinion. That's actually what he's saying. He says, I want to listen to you. I want to hear what you're saying. I want to appreciate what you want out of this relationship, and I'll then take action. But women kind of more so I want you to just make the decision, tell me what to do, and then go with it and run with it from there.
It's because women are naturally submissive. I mean, obviously, a big majority of women are submissive or want to be submissive, and like that's what makes them happy, is being with a man they look up to and admire.
And so it's kind of like miscommunicated signals where they're asking for one thing and getting another, but even when they get it, they're not quite pleased with it. And yeah, to put it simply, it's a bit of a clusterfuck.
Do you think that men are assholes because women date assholes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then do you think women have the right to complain when they're enabling that behavior?
Fuck no.
No. And like speaking truthfully, like I think back to one of my earliest girlfriends where I was definitely too much of a nice guy and I got walked all over, and I can tell you from experience I changed my behavior to be more of an asshole simply for that point, in that I was like, I don't want this to happen again.
It's like men.
It's because our like us as men were brought up to respect, protect, and care for our women. So whenever we were growing up and we see all these Disney movies and all these movies about men being super nice and getting the girl that they want, that's what we get brainwashed into doing. And then every single man gets far enough down that to where the girl breaks his fucking heart, and there's either two ways to go. It's either you go the asshole route or you go the simping route, which the men that win go the asshole route. And I hate saying asshole route because it's not being an asshole to a woman. It's just knowing your worth and not putting up with it for no bitch. If you go the simp route, you're going to keep getting your heart broke again and again and again. You're going to get cheated on. You're going to get used. You're going to get who knows what will happen. But if you go the pimping route, where you an asshole, it's not even an asshole. You like, there are people that do go way too far. But I feel like just a man knowing his worth and like if a girl tries to push his buttons and he's like, fuck off, that's considered an asshole, which is stupid as fuck. It shouldn't be considered an asshole. It should be considered normal as fuck, because why the fuck would a man want to be with a woman that doesn't even respect him? The same way with a woman. Why would a woman want to be with a man that doesn't respect her?
are different. It's okay because the world doesn't care if you do what's easy. It's easy for us to get sex. It's hard for men to get sex.
Yeah, facts.
So it's like if you do the easy thing, everyone's like, okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say.
Who do you think is more likely to be able to have sex without feelings, men or women?
Men.
Well, if it's not,
That's hard because it's just like like some females, they be out here, they can just have sex with a man for money and they just be that. And a man could just, he could like what he just like what he see.
well, I mean, if it's not
It is.
women, why do the majority of sex workers?
I guess I never really thought about that, but at the same time, they're not doing it just because they want to get their pussy wet. They're doing it to get a nut off, or not a nut off. My fault. My fucking phone froze up. They aren't doing it to get their pussy wet, like how a man would be doing it just to get his nut off. The women are doing it for incentives. Like they're doing it because they're getting paid. They're doing it so they can get this bag. They're doing it so they can do this and that with some money that they got for selling their fucking pussy or even eating. Like like sometimes they get desperate like that. So I wouldn't say that it's the same thing as a man. Like a man will, almost every single man will go fuck someone that they know is way below their standards. But just because it's open, it's a one night fuck, and they can get their nut off, they're gonna fucking do it.
To be women.
Especially if they got some liquor in them.
What he see.
Well, I mean, if it's not women, why do the majority of sex workers happen to be women?
Ah.
Oh, can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Would you say that bad boys? Do you look at them as more protectors?
They are
Yeah.
protectors. I do feel like, I found more security in the bad ones, but I also feel like I got used by more of the bad ones than I did being protected. So.
Speaking of being a protector, if women expect men to pay for sex, why don't men expect women to pay for bodyguards?
Because they're stupid.
Why do women often describe men as stupid, but then expect
What?
love from them in return?
Why do we describe them as stupid? Because we've been through a lot of stuff, so.
So with
because-
men.
But isn't it fair to say a lot of men have been through a lot of stuff as well?
They have, but I feel like, sometimes you get a good woman and you treat her like shit, and then you expect us to not call you stupid when you do us dirty, and then we're standing there looking stupid, but yet you are the stupid ones, because guess what? They always come back, and I can say that for prime example. Every one of them have come back.
Do you think that?
And you fucking let them, and you wonder why you're single. Like what? You know that they ain't shit, and you let them come back. Why you think they're coming back? To be with you? No, they're coming back to get in your pussy, and that's it. They gonna fuck you and dump you, just like how most dudes will do. If they don't see any benefit in being with you, and they left you, why in the fuck do you think that they're coming back for your pussy? That's the only fucking benefit that you offering. If you had anything else to offer, they would stick around and stay. But you're not.
Don't you think that's just like batting out of your league though? Like you get shit treatment because you're shooting too high?
I don't think I'm shooting too high.
I don't know you, but
You
just
are.
like in general, like if
No matter how fine you are, how fine you think you are, the dudes that are fucking you know that they can do better, and they're just fucking you and dumping you. Just because you're good looking doesn't mean you're the best looking, And even if you are the best looking, that don't mean that you're his type.
if you're shooting too high, like they don't treat you right. You know what I mean? Because that's a guy that's got a lot of options.
And are we talking about the bad boys?
Yeah, like usually bad boys have a lot of options.
They may have a lot of options, but they don't have a lot of good ones. And I'm a good one, so therefore
You
I'm
are
gonna always
not.
aim high, because guess what? The quality is always going to be there.
You're
So-
31 and single. You're not a fucking good one no more. Your value is decreased so much, and I'm sorry to say that, but that's fact. You're 31. For you to find a man, you're going to lower your standards so much. Either find someone with kids, find someone that has an average job, find old man. Like, you aren't the prime age no more. The motherfuckers that you are looking for, that you want to be with, are dating 20 to 25-year-old women.
So, I mean, if you lose out, then you're the one who's stupid.
But wouldn't you say if you're a good one, like someone would have picked you?
I can say if I was a good one, they would have picked me, but still, we always get overlooked, because sometimes being good doesn't always mean that they want a good girl. They want somebody that's a bad girl.
She's delusional.
And when you're too good to someone, then they feel like, that's not what they want.
You feel like they like
She does, instead of the fucking equation clicking in her head, she's just trying to make 2 + 2 = 6.
take advantage.
They do take advantage.
Nowadays, is the woman expect
My fault. That cut looked weird. My son walked down here. We're already at 10 minutes. I'm gonna end that there. If you want to see a part 3 to this Street Talks with just pearly things, comment down below, leave a like, and please, please, please subscribe to your boy. And deuces.
Double up, yeah, I'm with it. 2 pieces of exotic, get shot through your fitting. Put a nigga on and I knock a nigga off. Made my own way, niggas know that I'm a boss. 10, 20, 30, yeah, had them bitches lost. Have you ever seen a bundle, baby girl, for assault? I'm a big stepper, I rep for my section. Chasing that bag and applying that pressure. Niggas be lying and capping and flexing. If it ain't about money, don't come this direction. 10, 20, 30, let me teach you about it.